All
Hello,
right.
everyone. Welcome to Hucolo TV, located at www.humancolony.org. Today's Saturday webinar with Jim. Today's date is August 15th, 2015. You can find this and other events at the Google Plus website and the humancolony.org events page. Donations are accepted. The site is run by donations. Please donate if you can. And with that, I'm going to pass this over to Rowie and let him introduce everybody in the group here. Rowie, are you ready for that?
Uh-huh.
All
Ready
righty,
and
go ahead
able.
and take it away.
Thank you, Girk, Dan. Brilliant. I love it. Thank you so much for helping today with your interactions and hosting. You've really become a really bright star of our community. I just wanted to thank you. So very warm welcome to everybody viewing today. Everyone's joining us here on YouTube, to our beloved Sabrina and the others who can't be with us today. And so just thinking after them. So I just want to quickly introduce who we have with us today. Of course, we have Jim, our special guest. And he has some people in the room he will introduce, but I will just say hello and welcome the people here. So, greetings to you, Barbara Joy. Greetings to Michelle. Greetings to Ray from Melbourne, Australia. Welcome, and it's your first Hucolo webinar. Greetings to Roxy. I think it's Roxy Yates, and also our special Roxanne Swainhart. More greetings have to go over to Israel, who shares with us again today. And also, last but not least, we have Sharon. So welcome to you all. Hope you have a really fun webinar. We've done some requests already on who we want to come through. So I will pass the mic over to Jim and allow him to introduce the people in the room and express his goodwill and tidings to you all.
All right. Thank you, Rowie and Guru Dan. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody, because they're all over the place there. We have some people it's midnight, some people it's afternoon, some people it's morning. So hello and welcome. I just wanted to say, when he mentions the donations, if you want to send some donations to Max, we would like to start sending some donations to the people that volunteer for us here. There are so many people behind the scenes that are volunteering their time and efforts and energies, and I do mean that sincerely. They do give their great energies to Human Colony and all the things that are going on there. And we would like to give them a little bit of donation, not just to me, but to others that are helping. We would love to be able to say thank you in some way for helping us so much. There are a few out there that work constantly all the time doing the videos, the editing and all that kind of thing, and they're doing it, they're just volunteering their time, and it's beautiful. But I would like to say thank you in some way to them, and if that strikes your heart as a good thing, then donate, send the money to Max, and let him know that you would like to give to some of those people out that are just volunteering their time, and they've been doing it ever since the beginning, some of them, and that is a beautiful and wonderful, and it just impresses me so much that they have that much love and energy for the project and for the spirit, and I'm grateful. So with that said, I would like to introduce the people in the room here. We're going to go from my left, your right. Oh, Raymond is here, and Mark, and then there's another Mark, Mark Z, and then Mark R, and then Sandy, and then Barbara Maples, and then Helga Ron, and Will Mitchell here. And we have 7 people in the room today, and that's exactly what I anticipated, and 7 people today. So thank you very much, and let's get started. So there's been several requests for people to come in. I can't even remember them all, but I'm sure one of them is going to come in. And somebody requested angels, God, Juliana, uh, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, um, Elvis Presley. Yes,
Remlek.
there's been several interesting requests today. So Kuan Yin. Who am I forgetting? I know that there's some.
Tekkrr was requested as well. We were allowed some time.
Tekkrr. Oh, Tekkrr was requested. Oh, she is
Remlek from
always
Share.
welcome. So I have a feeling there's going to be more than one today. So I have a
Okay,
feeling
well,
there's going to
we'll
be
make
some ins and outs.
we'll make it happen as
Not
well.
like before when they come in and go out, come in and stay for 2 hours. So, but anyway, let's see who comes. And everybody say a positive little prayer right now that the right people come with the right messages. And you are welcome to ask questions, of course. So much love to you all and welcome. And I will be back in a little bit, and we'll see who comes now. Okay.
Blessings.
If anybody has, is there anything else that anybody wants to ask before I start? Okay, excellent. I will see you in a bit. There is. So, it's hard for me to talk this way.
Greetings, dear one.
It's it's a little different, and that's something that I never believed in when I was on Earth.
Ah, welcome. Would you like to introduce yourself to us, please?
I did not hear you. What?
Would you like to introduce yourself to us? Who were you on
Somebody
Earth?
called me. I'm Elvis.
Oh, wow. The king.
But my beginnings were very religious, and I still maintain that.
Yes, I can understand that that type of background might be conflicting with what you're doing now. Are you talking to us from spirit?
Yes.
Okay.
But
Well,
there was
thank
an
you.
important question about my
Yes.
death. Don't be confused about my death. It happened when it was supposed to happen. There was nothing that was going to stop it. I heard the question. They told me what someone asked because it was asked not just today, but before. It was asked several times in spirit. And the answer to that is that I would have died anyway. I was very sick. There was much going on. And had I gone out to meet the people that day, I still would have died. But the thing is, I was so sick I couldn't go out to meet the people. I could not go out to meet the people. But the message there is that if I were to have met some of the people that were there, it would have changed their lives, but it would not have changed mine. Is that a clear answer?
I hope so. We had member who had a special similar occurrence of being in, I think it's called it Maryland. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Graceland.
Graceland,
That
near
was
the
my
time of
home
your
area.
death.
That was my home area.
Please excuse me, I'm just a British guy, so
It is all
I'm a different
right. British
generation.
guys are okay. I met
Thank
many
you, Al.
British guys in my life, and they were okay.
It
Some
was
of them a
Roxy
little
from
snooty
Atlanta
at
that had the
first, but once you
question.
get to know them, they're fine.
I'd just like to ask Roxy to interact. If you want to unmute your mic and talk to Elvis. Is this the
Well,
same Roxy?
perhaps I misunderstood the question. So if there is a clarification to it, let me know.
Hi, Elvis.
Hello. How are you?
I am very good.
Very, very good.
Yes, our church bus was at Graceland the day before you died, and the manager told us that you were in there, but you were busy.
Actually, I was very ill. He didn't want. I told him not to tell anyone that I was ill, but to tell them that I was busy so that they wouldn't be upset.
Oh, okay.
Because many people would have tried to send all kinds of interesting things to me. When they find out that I'm ill, I would have got 400 cards or more. And I could not even read them, so it was not a good time for that kind of interaction.
Well, did you end up going to the dentist that day like you were supposed to?
I did not hear your question. You're soft.
You were going to the dentist the day before you died. Did you go there?
The dentist. No, I didn't. I did not go to the dentist the day before I died because I was sick and I could not go. I canceled all the appointments the day before and the day after because I wasn't feeling well and I knew that something serious was happening.
One too many drugs, I guess, over your life.
It's hard for me to understand her.
One too many pills from the doctor.
Oh, yes. Yes, that is possible. It is what it is.
Perfect. Elvis, you're in an open community that likes to ask questions. Would you be willing to accept questions for people, or did you just come here for this message?
One moment. There's something not right.
Mm-hmm. Please take your time.
There was someone else trying to come in at the same time.
Is it of positive intention and light?
It was a positive in intention, but I do not want to be disturbed that way.
I understand.
I would rather it be a pure communication. The young lady that I was speaking to.
Uh-huh.
I wish I would have met her now because I see who she is. And I see how it was on that day. And the disappointment was very strong, was it not?
She just fell out of the participation room, unfortunately, so she
That
cannot
is all right.
interact.
She was very disappointed, but that is all right. I will visit her on my own.
Thank you very much.
And what was your question?
I don't have a question. I just wanted to see if you were open to taking questions from the audience we have here today.
Yes.
Okay, if anyone would like to have a question for Elvis, please unmute your mic and go for it.
I have a question. Where did you get your inspiration for your music?
From the gospel. Gospel music was my earliest was my earliest inspiration. I wanted to be a gospel singer. Therefore, I worked with such people as I can't even think of their names anymore because they're so beautiful. But the Jordanaires were one of the ones that I wanted to work with. I wanted to be a Jordanaire. I thought their harmonies were beautiful. J.D. Sumner and the Stamps. These were my earliest inspirations to be a gospel singer because I was a strong believer. I did not have an easy life in the early years. There was much confusion, and Jesus helped me to understand who I really was in some senses. But yet there was still much confusion. And when I became a singer, I was very surprised to learn that I could actually be something greater than I was at that time because it was difficult. But my inspiration came from the heart, and I gave it everything that I had. And I thanked God every day for the movement forward. And I believe, still to this day, that it was because of my faith and my belief and my prayers that I got as far as I did.
That's
Is there
wonderful.
any more questions?
I have a question, Elvis.
Yes.
What do you think about all the Elvis impersonators around the world?
Hilarious. It is wonderful to be imitated. I never thought that would ever happen, that people would want to imitate who I was. But I became an icon that mostly women, but many men also connected to. And so that's why there are so many Elvis imitators, is because they wanted to connect to me in some way. And that was the Spirit of God also, because they could see that in me. It wasn't me that they wanted to connect to, but the spirituality that I portrayed. And even though I went through some very dark times, I still kept my spirituality, even during my drug addiction times, which was not, I was addicted to drugs, but they were prescription. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
They were prescription drugs, and they were given to me by credible people. And so I was taking them because I was listening to doctors and people that are supposed to know what they were doing, and they were actually killing me in some ways, in many ways. And so therefore, but I couldn't sleep. There was much anxiety because there was so much going on in my life at one time that I couldn't sleep. My mind wouldn't stop, and the marriage and the things that were happening within my personal life, not everything did not jive together. I was damned if I do and damned if I don't. If I went on tour, then these people were upset. If I did not go on tour, then those people would be upset. And I'm sensitive to those things. And I just could not make the whole world happy. And no one can. However, when you try to do that, you put yourself in a very bad place. When you try to make the whole world happy, it just doesn't work. And the more that I was upset about upsetting others, the more drugs that I took, and the more sleeping aids that I took, and the more things that I took to calm my life down, to make it a better place, to make myself stop thinking in those ways that were disturbing me. And it was hard for me to push those things out of my mind because they were so obvious. I would get letters from fans that said, "Oh, I love you," but then I would get letters from other fans or not fans, from people that say that I was a form of Satan thrusting my hips around and things of this nature. And I was confused because some people saw the godlike element and some people didn't. They only saw what they were told to see. They were only seeing their own fears, basically. They were projecting their fears on me because they had lust in their heart or whatever, and they were seeing that I was not thrusting my hips necessarily. I was moving to the music, and that was my way. So it looked a little sexual. That's fine. That doesn't mean that everybody's going to be turned on.
Well, dancing's come a long way since you've been performing, and it's got a lot more risque than what you were doing on stage. So,
Absolutely.
it's
My
interesting.
spirit was not guilty about that at all because I was feeling the music. And
Mm.
even though the women were screaming, and that was part of my ego. Yes,
Yeah.
I liked that. The ego was part of it. But I did not see any harm in it either.
Yeah, we have this dance called twerking now. That's the latest sexual crazy dance that people devil hate and slander all
Yes.
these words towards. I have a couple of
Well,
questions from members, if you would be happy to answer them to me.
of course.
Yeah, we got the first one ties in with Noah's and Sandy's question. Have you, Elvis, reincarnated into this world since you've left, and have you reincarnated as your grandson?
No. I need a greater rest than what I've got so far.
Okay,
So
that's
I am learning. It is not that I need a greater rest necessarily, but I just do not want to go back into third dimension right now. If I would want to reincarnate, I think I would go to a fourth dimensional first because third dimension was very, very hard on me this last time. Although I learned quite a bit of lessons, I learned quite a bit about humanity and who I really was, especially after I came back to the Oversoul and saw my life in retrospective form and the intent behind who I was and what I intended to do. Some of them were very good and some of them were not. I did want to become a gospel singer to help save people, but after a while, saving people was not on my list of things to do because I was not in a position to do that. So
well,
I sort of
it's
lost my original inspiration during my life, but
mhm.
it I also learned a great many lessons from what did happen. And I did go into the service, and I
Yeah.
discovered many things about myself there that things awakened within me within my time of service that I wasn't aware of also. So it was a very confusing life at times.
Was there any? Do you think you fulfilled everything in your life before you died?
No,
Okay, that was Caroline's question right there.
I
I
don't
know you
believe that
served. And,
I
yeah.
believe that the drugs and the things that stifled my thought processes kept me away from some of the lessons because they may have been right there in front of me, but I wasn't able to realize what they were because I
Okay.
was so medicated. And it was such a subtle thing in my life that I wasn't even aware of how medicated I was toward the end. I mean, I realized it, but I had gotten so used to all the pills, the drugs, and the feelings of being sedated that I didn't feel sometimes that I was sedated. I just felt that that was my normal state.
That was your normal life. Yeah, I can feel that and understand that myself too, being through those days.
So that is a very big beware. I'm telling some
Mm.
people to beware. If you are on a lot of prescription drugs, you are really not feeling normal. Even though that may be your normal life at this time with all these things that are coming to you, I was not even aware of how not normal I was.
Mm-hmm. Just want to put a disclaimer in there, just in case. Please, if you are on medicated medications from the doctor, please do not stop anything just like
Oh
that.
yes, I'm not
But
telling you
please
to stop.
consider the realization of how it changes your consciousness and reality, and address that with your doctor. I think that's a very wise thing to say. I think we've got 2 more questions for you, Elvis. I think you may have one in the room, and we have one here from Sharon.
Continue. Yes, I can do that.
Ladies first.
Hello. My name is
Hello.
Sharon.
Hello, Sharon.
Hi. I just wanted to ask you what your excitements are now. What are you interested in, and are you helping other people?
Yes. Excellent question, because I'm still into my spirituality. I'm still growing in my spirit and wanting to learn more about spirit. And I've had such a limited belief at that time. And now in the Oversoul, I see how vast God really is. But so I'm very still interested in my spirituality. However, I'm also interested in the lessons of many other people. You see, in the Oversoul, you meet a lot of people that I would have been kept away from in that life. But of course, I've had other lives as well. And so I've been in other different situations that I'm aware of now. But I learn from the people, and I'm learning where I want to be next. That's what I'm learning now.
Beautiful. Does that answer your question, Sharon?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for being here.
Okay.
Exciting.
Thank you.
Elvis, we'd like to ask the room around you if they have any questions.
There is.
Are you with Michael Jackson at all? You spend time with other musicians.
Yes, Michael Jackson is a very close friend of mine because we were both misunderstood. We both have much in common as far as our lives go, because we lived confusing and very unrealistic lives. The greater your fame, the more unrealistic and less third dimensional it is, really. You become a part of a third dimension that is not third dimension and not fourth dimension, but a reality between. It's like a third dimension with, I can't even explain. You are so famous and popular, you can't even be in public. You can't be with other people unless you bring them privately into your home. You can't be in a store or an alley or a bar or anything without being recognized, because that's not third dimension. Do you understand that? It is, because we are still living in a third dimensional body, but is not interacting the way third dimension should be. And so therefore, Michael and I have a great understanding of the dimension in between the dimensions, because we were painfully aware that we could not be normal, and we're not normal. Painfully aware. And he was very misunderstood. I have to tell you something about Michael. Michael didn't do all the things that he was accused of. Oh yes, there was a couple things that were true, but that was a misjudgment on what they were saying to him and he was saying to them. But it was not the intention that everybody made it out to be. So that is what I wanted to say about Michael. He was persecuted, and he persecuted himself as well.
Yeah, his messages were very positive and challenging, actually, to some of the systems around him that were that he was employed by, you could say, the music industry. And as soon as he started making the more challenging record stuff, they started ganging up on him, obviously, and we saw the demise
It
happening,
was
which was pretty sad.
his truth. His songs tell the truth. His songs tell his truth, his personality, and his soul. And they are beautiful and pure and wonderful. And he had no intention of hurting anyone.
Yeah, I feel that as well. Yeah, definitely. We did have a question
Listen
from Wendy
to
about how does the level of fame and how does it affect your personal and spiritual life? I think you just answered that, but if you want to expand on it any more, please do so.
it. The level of fame did affect your personal life because you weren't a normal person. You couldn't go into public. There are those that are famous but still can go into public because their faces aren't that well known, like the president of companies or different things of that nature. But with me, I stepped outside the door and the gates are crowded with people. And so I turned around and walked back in. Getting the mail, just getting the mail was a chore. After a while, I just sent somebody else for the mail. Letting the dog out, I couldn't even do that.
Frustrating,
So
I can
yes,
imagine.
that's how it affected me because it made me realize that I didn't want to be around people.
Was there any positive realizations you got from that fame?
At first, yes. Oh, the money was wonderful at first. The money, the popularity, doing the movies, they were very fun. There was a lot of fun things before the drugs, before the incredible high. I mean, I was always very, very popular, but there came a point where it became obsessive with people, and that's when it stopped being fun.
Yeah, I
After
guess
the
you.
people became obsessive,
Yeah, I guess you
became
get a level of
they would
sick
try
of.
to see me no matter what. They would push
Yeah,
their way through even in my private times and try to get into the house and things of this nature, disruptive things. And ah, it was at first it was a lot of fun. Especially in the 50s when my first couple albums came out and people were very, very into that. I was still very famous, but not as famous, and not so famous that I couldn't walk around and people knew who I was. A lot of people still back then in the early 50s and early 60s, weren't the public media and things of that nature were not that so that your face was on every billboard or whatever. So you could walk through a crowd and some people might say, "Oh, what was that, Elvis?" But they wouldn't stop you. You were a private person still. But then toward the end of the 60s, it's when after the movies and things, it became more obsessive. So the first 10 years were okay. I enjoyed the first 10 years, but after that, it started to get very difficult.
yeah, it's quite amazing, Elvis, how fanatical people can get or obsessed once they see people that they really want to emulate or achieve to, and the levels they will go to actually be on that level or reach these
Oh,
people. It
oh,
can be sometimes quite scary.
and they don't care if they hurt you.
Yeah,
I mean,
or other people get their
physically
way.
hurt you. They will come and rip your clothes and scratch your body and pull your hair to get some kind of artifact or something that they can keep. And it is not pleasant.
Hmm. Would you be, if you came back, would you have as a popular life, or would you choose to have a less popular life?
My next life will not be popular.
Hmm. Quiet one for you
I
then.
would like to experience whatever dimension it is in a different way. I
Uh-huh.
have had enough of the fame for now.
Well, we're doing our best to create an awesome next nows and futures.
You are doing a
So
wonderful
maybe it'll
job.
be
I'm surprised
a
that I even
possibility
I'm surprised that I came through this. No, not like this. I mean, yes, I have. It's not something that I like to do, or it's not something that my original beliefs were part of.
Yeah, I can
However, I
understand.
see that it is helpful, and yes, I have channeled through a couple other, but not. I know I haven't channeled through this person before.
Well, I would like to, from all of us, thank you very much for coming and talking to us today. It's been a
Thank you.
very deep honor for all of us to hear that resonation, and I'd just like to send our gratitude. If there's any more questions in the room, I'd like to ask if there's any more beings to come through.
There are.
Okay.
There's someone else here now.
Okay.
Much love.
Much love to you.
Much
And I love
thank
you,
you,
Elvis.
Elvis.
Thank you. And my prayers are with you. And I will come and speak to some of you. There are other questions that they need to be answered about my life, because it is important that you know. One thing I must tell you about the prescriptions. Do not stop your prescriptions, as this gentleman here has said. There are many of you that are taking prescriptions that are helping you. My prescriptions that were not helping me were more of a psychological addiction kind of, and calming medication, and also sleeping medications. So do not stop your medications. Many of these things do a great job for you. I did have other ills other than a fast brain and consistently feeling sadness for the world and feeling sadness for myself because I wasn't part of the world and couldn't be part of the world. So that I just wanted to add that and emphasize, don't stop taking your medicine. Don't stop taking medication. It's not a bad thing. But just remember, if there are medications that you're taking that alter your sensations, your feelings, be aware that that's not really what you're feeling. That's the evidence of the medication coming through. And that's okay. But just don't get to a point where you don't even know who you are, which some days I didn't. And that was a normal state. Thank you very much. And
Blessings to you.
I will let the next person thing through. Much love. I am Juliana.
Greetings, dear one. Thank you, Juliana.
From the White Agatha.
Hi, nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. Greetings all.
Greetings.
I see there is a question already.
Just hello. It's nice to have you here.
Hello. The look on your face appeared to be questioning.
Well, perhaps I did enter a question, and I was wondering if you could give confirmation on the blue avians. There's a lot of contradicting being said about them, whether they are a artificial intelligence, whether it's the cabal created the blue color, or that not true, that they truly are a benevolent race.
Oh, the what? The blue?
Avians.
The blue avians.
Yes.
Yes, the blue avians are a benevolent society.
Oh, they are.
Yes. Cabal would have you believe that they would, like they created them to keep them away from you.
Okay, good. Thank you for that.
Because the Cabal and those of things, they want to block anything good from you. So if you believe that they were created for bad purpose, you would not be involved with them. So, but by all means, the blue avians are wonderful, loving creatures, and they are not AI or artificial intelligence. They are a benevolent race, and they have the ability to help humanity in a great way, because you see, their DNA is not part of who you are. Their DNA is not part of anything of Earth, actually. And the blue avians, when they add their DNA to your collection of DNAs, will bring about many good and positive things. And therefore, the Cabal would have you not interact with them and not be part of who they are because of this one thing.
Thank you for that.
Because their DNA mixed with the blend, the melting pot of your combined DNAs will create something even greater in the future. But they are not ready to do that at this time. Not until you receive or have come to the area where telepathy is at least 80% on your world.
I have one more question.
Yes.
I'm referring to the galactic pulse that's supposedly coming from the center of the galaxy to blanket the Earth to create peace, and the Hadron Collider that is by the Cabal to interfere with this. How's that going? Today is the day.
Today is the day. There are some that are trying to stop that. The center of the galaxy has been exposed to you for a while already. And this is just reaching you now. It's been sent out at least for 2.5, 2 and almost 3/4 years now in its travels. Some things from the center of the galaxy have already reached your planet, and that is why the wobble, and that is why several different things. It was the initial burst of things, and that caused a lot of problems, but it is being taken care of by your alien friends. And now that the pulsar is going to come to Earth, it will also cause a great energy impact, of course, but the Cabal is trying to stop it completely, but they won't be able to, because it is not something that they are able to control at this time. They do not have the energy or capacity to stop something of that great power, something of that great energy field. Yes, he understands. But anyway, it is not able to be stopped.
Okay, and what are some of the effects that you're aware of that will do for the Earth and humanity and Gaia?
Well, there's speculation only.
Yeah.
Speculation of how it will affect the Earth is to raise vibrations on about 25% of the Earth population. And those people that are with us today and with us in this room today will be part of that population that will grow, have a burst of energy growth. And that will be something that you will experience in your emotions as well as other ways. But it will be a positive effect. It will not be negative unless you are letting negativity ride through within the next week. It will affect the negativity portion and make that greater. But if you are in your positive identity, if you're in a positive thrust, then it will create a greater positivity. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
It will be an amplifier, but There are some that are not awakened. There is some that are not awakened now that this pulse are, as you call it, a pulsar. I just call it a pulse.
Pulse wave.
It is a pulse wave of energy that is beyond fourth dimension. It is beyond what you can have ever experienced. It's an energy that you have never tapped into, in the sense your scientists know that it exists. They have seen it react in other situations in different ways. So that is why there is many variables coming to Earth, how we speculate that it will happen. But it should awaken another 10% of your population.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
It'll awaken more than 10%.
Well, that is our speculation, and it is on the low side because that is how we have to work. If it goes more than 10%, yay.
I have one more question. Is the Athena right over the North American area?
It is in the Canadian portion.
And about how large is the Athena compared to a country? Or
It is quite large.
Right.
It is as large as one of your states.
Such as?
It is big as close to the size of Iowa.
Oh, thank you.
Wow. Greetings, Juliana.
Yes.
My name's Rowie. I don't believe I've had the pleasure of being with you before.
Wonderful to meet you.
And to you as well. We have some questions from the people in the internet room.
Yes.
Ray has a question. Would you like me to read it, Ray, or would you like to talk yourself?
Go ahead, Ray. You can speak.
You mean Ray in the room?
Sorry, Ray.
Ray.
We have a new member called Ray from
Ray
Melbourne.
from Melbourne, Australia.
Oh, gotcha.
If she's unable to speak, I will ask for her, but I will wait for that mic to unmute. Maybe she can't ask because she has a baby there. She asks, how can we intentionally connect to the energy you were talking about? And does it matter if we are indoors or outdoors?
It does not matter if you're indoors or outdoors. It will permeate all surfaces of the planet. It will come even through the crust of the planet to about 10 miles. And through, it permeates, it will even go farther than that in some areas, depending on how thin the crust is, etc., etc. It could also reach the core in some very some areas that have a lot of volcanic activity, because that is attached to core activity, and it can also reach the core, which will activate the core in what we perceive to be an even it will become even more active, unfortunately. The volcanic will become more activated. Earthquakes will become more activated. However, there will be only positive activity in humanity. Does that make sense? Even though it will affect the Earth in what you might appear to be a negative way, it will not actually be a negative thing, because Mother Earth needs to expel some of these toxins. You see, so it is actually really doing a wonderful thing for Earth, but some will be harmed, unfortunately. And Mother Earth will try to help you as much as possible. And Girk Fitneer will help you as much as possible, also, to get out of the way of these events. However, Mother Earth will have to purge. Does that make sense to you? So, yes, it will permeate all households. No question. And what can you do to prepare yourself? Oh, there's not much you really can do except bring your mind into a positive frame. Bring your meditations to the highest possible resonation. Bring your love. I would hope that you are holding on to someone when this happens, because it will react in such a wonderful way between the two of you. The energy is such an interesting facilitator of love and guidance and spirituality. It is similar to the energy that comes together when the universe meets the earth. That is a similar type of energy in the heart chakra when universal energy and earth energy meets together and transforms into a new energy. It's much stronger, of course. It has other elements to it, of course, but it is similar in that energy because that's a very creative, wonderful, and powerful energy. And just keep yourself positive. That is the greatest thing that you can do at this time. And it is coming. It's almost here. It's almost here. In fact, by the end of the day, it should be here.
Yeah.
It's not quite here yet, but oh my, it's very close.
End of the day.
It will be entering your solar system very, very shortly. So, it's not quite in your solar system yet. But I am so happy for you, and it will affect all the ships and crafts around the planet. It will affect all the people, all the reptilians, and all those that are in negative places as well. So you can expect that if someone is negative and very bad, for them to get actually worse.
Yeah.
They will get worse and you will get better.
Yeah.
But you know what? You have power over them because you will have a greater energy than they. If two of you get together to get rid of negative energy, you'll be able to rid the negative energy of hundreds of people. Only two of you will have the energy to rid hundreds if your belief system is working properly. If your belief system is working properly, you can take two people, bring them together, and abolish darkness for hundreds of miles.
Absolutely. And it starts with a smile.
But it is all a part of your belief system, though. If you don't believe that can happen, then it won't. But if you believe that it can happen and put that into effect, it can happen. Your belief system is very strong. You are godlike, as you've been told many, 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 many times. I won't go into that again because I know that it's been forced on you. But believe it. It's been forced on you, breastfed, and everything else. But let me tell you, that has a great part of who you are. That's a great part of who you are. Is God. God is a great part of who you are. And your belief systems keep that so down here. But you are going to let it go up here for at least a couple days because you won't be able to help it. If you're thinking positively, yes.
How do you distinguish constructive beliefs from delusional?
You resonate with it in your heart. You will know that in your heart that doesn't belong or this does belong. When you feel the feeling of joy that comes from that resonation, when you feel the feeling of happiness or that, that is just the right thing to do. Now, sometimes there are times when there's confusion there and you can't pull one thing, you can't decipher one thing from another. So you know what you do? You go in there and look and see what's there. You see the confusion, you see unfriendliness, you see love, you see all the... Write it down on a piece of paper. Write each thing on a piece of paper and resonate with your special, because you will know when you hit each thing which ones to bring back into your heart. Because you're putting that out there, you're taking it out of your heart and putting it here. Then you're going to look at what's here and put back into your heart what you want. All right?
You resonate with that.
Yes. Put back into your heart what is meant to be there and leave out here and crumble that piece of paper, burn it if you like, and leave it out here and PU garbage. Let that out here and put back the things into your heart that you believe belong there. Then you will resonate with who you are and what is confusion and what is right and wrong. Because if you see I see what it is with humans is this. Third dimension pushes things on each human. Some of them positive and some of them negative. You accept what you believe of that. Some of it you may believe it, but it may not be really for you. You may make it a part of who you are, and it's not really who you are. But other people believe it, so, it's something that I believe also, right? Oh, hairy chin. But you have to resonate what you bring into you. You see, if someone tells you that you're an idiot, let's just use that for example, and you bring that in and feel sad and sorry and say, oh, they think that I'm an idiot. Why are you bringing that in? That is their perception of themselves that they're putting on you. And so, if that is the case, then why do you have to accept it? It's not you. It's who they are. So you can say, I love you unconditionally, but you have a problem. But you don't have to talk to them about it, but you can just let them have their problem. You don't have to take it into your heart. You don't have to be sad about it. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to believe that. But that is what happens with third dimension. Things come, you believe it, you bring it into your heart, and it's not really you. But only believe those things that come into your life that resonate with you. And if there are things there that do not resonate with you, find them and get rid of them. Or find them and give them to Mother Earth to purify. Ground yourself and move that energy out of you. Do as Shell says, name it. Name it. Is it hate? Is it anger? Is it sadness? Is it whatever it is? Name it. I feel this sadness. Let's name that and discover why it's there. Because it's not there for no reason. It's not there for just because it turned up there. There's a reason for it to be there, right? Then you say, all right, it's there, and this is the reason why it's there. Is that a good reason? Probably not. If you understand the reason, perhaps you need to forgive someone or forgive yourself or do an action or say something to someone that you haven't said or feel something for someone that you haven't felt or forgive somebody else or something of this nature. So then you are aware of it then. Now what you have to do is do it. Take care of it. Be responsible for who you are. Be responsible for that which is. And then forgive yourself and let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Why? Because if you keep it around, it just will bother you and become part of you again. It'll just soak back in like you're a wet sponge.
Would it be appropriate to ask a little bit about the Athena, what it looks like? You have lakes and mountains, how it's lit, and if you're third dimensional or just fifth dimensional on your ship?
There's several dimensions on our ship because we have people from different species on our ship. So there is third, fourth, and fifth dimension on our ship, but that is all. We do not go higher than the fifth dimension because we cannot maintain that atmosphere. We cannot maintain that that high of a sensibility, and they would be walking through and into space, and we just can't relate that well. But not that we don't love them, we just can't relate to them that well. So therefore, yes, we do have hills and mountains and valleys, and we do have sun. There is a sun there. It is not a real sun, but it has the same elements of a sun and gives the same vitamins and minerals to us as it would in any sun. Divided like in levels? Yes, there are 3 levels, and they're each a different dimension. 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
May I interject on this conversation just quickly?
Yes.
Is there anything, do you need any certain type of magnetics as well with this sun and to live on board the ship? How important are the magnetics?
Every planet has its own field of energy. Electromagnetic, some is electromagnetic, some is a pulse energy, but usually those with a core of a particular kind of core have electromagnetic energy. There are others that have hardcore centers that have a different kind of magnetic energy. It's not electromagnetic necessarily, but there are so many different ways to go into this and talk about this. So, but yes, there are different kinds of energy. Ours is electromagnetic as well, because we started in 3rd dimension on a planet similar, but not complete, probably like 80% similar to your planet, not 100%, but about 80.
So do you have do you have to replicate that magnetics on your ship to replicate what you had back in
Oh
home,
yes,
or
and
have you...
that's a wonderful, beautiful question, because our pulsation, the system that creates the electromagnetic field in our ships is also the field that guides it through the universe and folds time and does all these different things. So it has many purposes. It not only just provides us with that electromagnetic field, which is small. It's not as heavy as yours. It's not as in depth as yours, and doesn't. But it does also give our pulsation system, our traveling system. It knows how to create interventions in space where we can fold things over and move much quicker if we have to. Now, there are places in space that are not safe, of course. They have great pockets of gas that are eventually will become suns. They will condense into suns, or perhaps there's great pockets of matter or dark matter that will become something else eventually in time, in what you perceive as time. So we have to move through those, and some of them are very, very wide, millions of light years long or hundreds of light years long. And so we just fold time and move over it. Move over it, or you don't have to go through it. So, but that takes a great deal of energy. That takes an immense amount of energy to do that. So in order for us to do that, we do have to have this kind of pulsation system, which also does many other things.
Wonderful.
Juliana,
thank you for answering that. Dan.
Juliana, this is Guru Dan. Hello, greetings to you.
Greetings.
I have a question. Do you have a meditation or some kind of ritual for people like ourselves who like to do meditations or ritual that will help us assimilate the energy today? Because it's really sounding like today would be a good day to maybe get a notebook out and write down a bunch of releasing energy and have a nice little like fire meditation or something. But is there something that you might...
There is a different kind of meditation that I would like to share with you today.
Perfect.
And I think that this is not something that is done much on your planet, but I would like to include you in this because this is the perfect time for this kind of meditation. And that is the open meditation. You usually do a closed inward meditation and go into your bodies and into your psyche and into your... But this one is let's go out first before we go in. And this is how it is done. You first relax yourself, as all meditations must start with relaxation and an awareness of the body, an awareness of who you are in spirit, an awareness of all the things around you. You do not have to be shut off from the outside world with this meditation. You can hear birds, you can hear sounds, you can hear anything that you want to hear, as long as you put it in perspective and not draw your attention just toward that one thing. Let it be a whole field of understanding and sound. Let it be a world around you. Picture that it is a world around you, and not just, I have to pay attention to that because I'm curious about what's going on. Let it be the world around you, and take that into your perspective and feel that energy of the world around you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just bring your thought process to this. I am feeling the world around me. I am feeling what you call Mother Gaia, correct? Is that the name? Mother Gaia. I am feeling her energy. I am feeling the energy around me of the trees, the stars, the birds, whatever energy it is that is striking you, say it in your mind. I am feeling that energy. I am feeling the energy of the world, the other people that are around me, the people in the next room. I feel all this energy. You're bringing that energy to you, all right? And then when you are calm and you could feel this energy in a way that you're unified with it. You feel a unity, a closeness with it. Because this may take a little while. You are not used to being close to everything in the room and feeling the floor and all the things that are within your dream. You are not used to feeling it in this way. You're used to touching it and it being solid. Let it be transparent. Let it show you its light makeup. Everything is made of light. So the next thing you do after that, after you have felt the world and made it part of who you are, picture it all turning into bits of light. Picture it turning into bits of beautiful, white, pure light, because every object in the universe is made of light. When you split the atom, what is in there? Power and light. So now everything is turning into light all around you. And where does that lead? Right to God. Right to Spirit. Not that you have to, not that it is a secret that He's all around. But now you are perceiving Him in His most basic way, as light and love. So feel Him. Let Him be your world. Let Him expose Himself to who you are in a greater way than you've ever felt before. Your body will become tingly, airy, laughing. Every molecule in your body will be screaming out for joy because you are with the Creator in this moment. Do not even think about talking to Him. Do not even think about expressing yourself. Just enjoy the reality that you are in. Calm, beautiful, entirely engulfed in the great light. Does that work for you?
Beautiful. Thank you. Dan, is that your answer?
Yes, thank you. That
You
will
have to
help
follow up?
many people today. No, I don't. I'll let the other questions go.
Okay, sure. You ready next?
Hi, how are you? It's Shir from Israel. Greetings.
Hello, Shir.
I want to ask you about that race that you recommended us to have a hybridization with.
Yes.
What is their name?
Now, would you say that again?
The race that you mentioned before for our hybridization in the future.
Oh, the avian race, the blue avians.
Ah. Do you think that it will be possible, if I already have many other infusions, to add them as well?
I will let Girk Fitneer decide that one. I do not do I cannot see your hybridizations. We are not equipped to look at that. We are looking at many other things. Hybridizations are not an interest to us at the moment because we know that they are there and that they are going to continue. We will become interested in another 100 years because it will be much closer to when you are going to have telepathy grow in a great sense for the next. After 100 years, your telepathy will start growing really fast. So that's when we will be interested in your hybridization because it will mean a lot more to us then. But I will let Girk Fitneer answer that question for you. And I do not even know if the blue avians have a hybridization program.
Okay. Thank you very much. It was very amazing to speak.
I can see that you are a great, interesting person. I see that you are a great, interesting person. They've told you about your leadership abilities, so I will let you go with that.
I didn't hear the last part. You were cut off. Can you repeat that?
If I was cut off, that means Spirit didn't want you to hear it, so I'm not going to repeat it.
Okay, Spirit, we have a match to settle. Thank you.
Yes.
We're all in good spirits.
Someone else may tell you later, but they did not want you to hear it right this quite second for some reason. I'm not sure what.
Michelle, would you like to ask a question?
Yeah, I would. Thank you very much. Greetings.
Greetings.
I'm Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
From the United States.
Close by.
So I would like to know a practical application. You were speaking about, you know, letting things go, and I've done a lot of letting go through meditation. But I had I had a session with 𝗪𝗡𝗧𝗡 the other day, and her first words were "forgive yourself." And I thought that was interesting because I thought, wow, I've come so far. This must be in my subconscious. And she said, yes. So I just wondered do I keep sitting in meditation, sending love?
No. This is what I want. This is what I tell you. It's from a past life incident. And you're still feeling the effects of this past life incident. And it is affecting this lifetime as well. And so I will tell you that you can forgive this past life incident, even though you do not know what it is. I could tell you, but I do not want to tell you in front of all these people. But you can forgive it without knowing what it is, because in this situation, it was not a huge problem. But it has come to this lifetime, and it is part of who you are. And you can forgive that past lifetime and be free of it now. And she is right. You must forgive it so that you can move on. And I see that you started a spiritual journey just recently that is quite significant. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So this is the only thing that is... it's not blocking your way, but hindering you in some ways.
Well, I need a little more practical thing to do about that. Do I name it directly?
The more practical thing to do about it.
Yeah. Just so do I, in meditation, like acknowledge that this is past life stuff I'm forgiving?
Yes.
Is that really
I would go into a meditation, meditate on forgiving past lives. Any and all past lives that need any kind of forgiveness, and actually you can ask to be aware of what it is that you're forgiving. They will tell you if it's necessary. If you really are set on knowing, which I think that you're pretty stubborn, you will be set on knowing. You are the kind of person that is tenacious about finding out the truth, so I can see that. So yes, they will let you know what it is, and you can forgive it. So because I like that about you, though. I like the fact that you won't give up. You're tenacious, that you're stubborn, And if you're right, you're right, and if you're wrong, you're wrong. So, but remember this. Listen carefully, because you might be able to gain some more right through some people that you think are very wrong.
Thank you so much.
Much love to you, and
love to you.
continue your beautiful journey.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Very good.
Blessings. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Juliana.
Much
Is there any
love.
more questions for Juliana?
I am so very happy to be here. The energy in this room is so lovely, and the pulsar is getting closer. I can feel it, feel it, feel it. It will be here in about 6 hours.
Oh, Schwan says your smile is so adorable, Juliana.
I usually don't smile with facial hair like this, but the orange is rather delightful. I am rather orange anyway, so being an Arcturian, a little orange is a good thing.
Yes,
I look good in
course.
orange, actually. All right.
Juliana,
Is there another question?
I do have a question for another member. It's for member Makiko, and she wants to know, is there anything that you can offer that may help her learn telepathy? She's really wanting to expand into more telepathy, and she's wondering if you have any insight for her.
Yes, I see it right. The first thing that came to my mind, the very, very first thing, there are several things she can do. Her telepathy is actually there. I want her to communicate with every bit of furniture in her house.
Yes.
I want her to touch things and feel them and communicate with them, because everything in her home has a spirit. Everything has not a spirit, but a reality, an energy. So therefore, speak with your heart to all things around you. Speak to your heart with all things around you, and speak with your heart to all people around you. Now, when you come in contact with a person, usually, Makiko, you are here. Let's put it here. Let's go, what do I have to speak to this person from my heart? What do I have to say to you from my heart? Because that is where telepathy begins, is in the heart. And so do not think. Let the heart speak. Let the heart feel. Let the heart go out. And you know what, Makiko, you will understand your telepathy is there. It is already there. You can feel, you already can sometimes feel what emotions other people are feeling. That's empathy, and it's connected to your telepathy. So therefore, just feel. Sit and do a meditation on, how can I feel with my heart? How can I speak with my heart? How can I let my heart move out? These are the things that I want you to do. Dear Makiko, love you much.
She's received your message. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You found
Okay,
it
we have
entertaining.
Hello.
Yeah, go for it.
Can I go now?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Hi, sweetie. This is Roxanne. How are you today?
Oh, I've never been called sweetie, but very good.
Well, you most definitely have an energetic sweetness about you.
Oh, thank you. Well, you are a sweetie as well.
Wonderful, thank you. So my question is I'm a conscious channeler, and
Yes,
I've been getting some, I guess, images, messages, intuitions about doing a unconscious or trance channeling, and where I'm gone. because I kind of did it once when I was conscious, but the connection was very deeper. And you seem to be very well versed in reading people's energies and talking with higher selves and such. So this felt like the right time, and I'm following my intuition. So what do you have for me, darling?
Yes, you will be doing a trans channel, and it won't be your usual channeled personality.
Yes,
Will
that's
be,
what I felt. Okay.
it will be someone from a slightly higher realm. However, let me tell you this, that it will affect your consciousness in a way that you will be most happy with. You will be able to feel the actual being in you.
Yes. Okay.
And therefore they will be moving your mind into another set of thought processes. And although you channel, your channel is genius, by the way, thank you.
Thank you.
You will even find a higher genius through this being.
Yes. Okay. Good. Because I've been getting it, and it's so exciting.
It is, and you will be blessed by it.
Yeah, it's the connection. It's the feeling that I saw. You know, I knew it was going to be a different conscious awareness feeling of that entity. Yay! Thank you so much.
The pulsar will help you feel that you are already starting to feel the energy of this particular being. You are already in the atmosphere of this particular being, and the pulsar will take you right into that place. Right in. I'm getting a chill, and I'm not even human.
So you know I'm feeling the chills. It's very exciting.
I'm happy for you.
The one question that just spawned, hang on real quick, Will. Do I know this entity? I don't feel I do, but am I familiar with them?
You are not familiar with them.
Okay.
They are familiar with you. And they love you. And so when they come, you're going to be cradled in a vast aspect of love that you have not felt ever.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Continue.
And so, Roxy, all I was going to say is it's going to feel so natural to you.
Okay.
Exactly that.
I'm a little giddy right now. Thank you.
Much love, my dear.
Much love to you, darling. Thank you.
She likes words like my dear. And things.
That's love, guys.
Sweetie, yes, sweetie.
Can you say booyah, please?
Booyah.
That would be $10. Please send to Odyssey.
What is to know?
Monetary. It's monetary.
I said I was in a playful mood there. Okay, Robert.
Continue.
Yes, hello there. It's nice to meet you. Yes. I had a question about orange Arcturians. What exactly do your people look like?
Like me. I'm an orange Arcturian. So I will be able to tell you, we are sort of almost triangular kind of shaped in our body form. That would be what you first see, but we're actually more rectangular, but the part that is more obvious is the triangular part. And so short and stubby looking, not real tall, to you much sort of froggy faced. I do not know what else to say. I've never had to describe myself, really.
Your hair?
Just straggly little thin hair. It's not like, it's more like a, what are those things that you have?
Dreadlocks.
No, not dreadlocks. It's...
Oh, braids.
Braids. Well, it's a little thinner than that. But yes, okay, we'll go with that.
Are there different shades of orange? I've heard it's
Yes.
blue and green.
It's orangey, yes, it's different shades, yes. There are different shades, just like you have different shades here.
What
You
about your
have different
hands?
shades of people here, so we do have different shades of people as well. We have separate head, arms, and legs, yes.
Hands and feet, do you have 4 fingers, 1 thumb, or?
Some of us do and some of us don't.
Ooh.
It depends on the side of the planet you were born on. There is a darker side to the planet that only gets light a smaller portion of the time. So, but they are still advanced because we were able to go all over, and they are able to come there. But to come to the light side or to go to the dark side, you need different kind of clothing and materials that are more dense for that side and more light for this side. And they have to wear protective covering over their eyes, and we have to wear sort of a light so that we can see what we're doing, and hopefully we don't shine it in their eyes because that's painful. So anyway, yes, so they are the ones with the 5 fingers, and we are the ones with the 4.
What's your name? It's not Juliana. That's for us. What's your real name? And Juliana's real name?
It is too long, and it's very difficult to pronounce. This person probably couldn't pronounce it. But if you would like me to give it a shot, I do, because there are different Arcturians as well. So, but Giuliano and Juliana, I am he and him is I, in the sense that we share some conscious parts of our being, because that is the best way to run the ship. We had that done, engineered that way so that we could stay in perfect contact during times of emergency, and 2 brains are better than 1. We maintain our own separate personalities. Even if we're not together, we can communicate quite well together. However, his name is 𝗪𝗡𝗪𝗡𝗧𝗧.
Thank you. And yours?
Chishi Fukfasant. I don't know if that is even the correct pronunciation on your planet. So that is, I will not attempt it again. So, is there any other questions?
We have Lyran who wants to make a statement, and we have a question from our audience on YouTube.
Yes.
Oh, hello. I just wanted to say, can you send my love to a 1DSI?
I send what? Say that again, please.
Your son.
Send your son what?
No, send my love to a 1DSI.
Oh, a 1DSI. Of course I will. I will send my love to a 1DSI immediately. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. He is saying no. The response is, there is a response. One moment. He's receiving it from the wrong person first. The response is, be well and be observant. All that is around you, you must observe carefully right now. See the clues, understand the message, that you are moving forward, and your rightness will be verified.
Lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, we have a question from Saphira. Juliana, for me, about what keeps me from the trance channeling step. Is there something aside from the usual fear or belief systems?
There is something else. Your great curiosity. You do not want to go into a trance channeling because you want to know what you're saying. this is part of who you are because you are a little bit controlling when it comes to the things that you do for other people. The things that are you want to make sure that they come out in the right way. And so therefore, you are hard to be a trans channeler because you want to know that what is being said is perfect. But you see, let me give you this, Saphira. What you say in trans channel is perfect because you are not part of it whatsoever. It is a message from beyond that cannot be interfered with if you are trans channeling. Now that is the truth. So do not be afraid. If you are afraid that you will not say the right thing or that you are afraid you're going to miss it, tape record it, and listen back to it. Then you will not have missed a thing. Does that answer your question?
Yes, I believe it does.
Wonderful.
I'm sure she'll listen to that. Juliana, if there's no more questions, we would like to invite Tekkrr to come through, if that is possible.
My friend Takur, yes.
And we want to say thank you very much for coming today and bringing us some smiles and laughter.
Yes. Much love to you, and thank you very much. I will bring... Tekkrr and I and one other person had a girls' night out once.
Oh, please share.
We sat and chatted for a while because there was things that needed to be discussed between our cultures. And it was very much fun, and there was very much enjoyment to it. So, but yes, we do communicate. I don't stay alone.
Even though it's from different dimensions, you communicate?
Oh, we can go into each other's dimensions. That's not a problem.
Invite me next time. Yeah. How about
Yes.
that?
I'll invite all the other ladies here.
It'll change, yeah.
We'll invite all the ladies along next time in astral spirit, and that'll be nice. But you won't be able to drink with us. I'm sorry, but you'll.
I heard water was bad.
Water is bad for you. Yes. And bring your own, whatever. Yes. But anyway, no. I will bring Tekkrr, my lovely friend Tekkrr. Yes. One moment.
Magic.
Have a wonderful
Namaste.
day. Namaste. And much love to you and all those things that you say, blessings. And we say, keep high on the level of power.
Much love.
Yikapa. I am Tekkrr. Hello all. It is good to be here. How are you all doing?
Greetings, Tekkrr. This is Rowie.
Hello, Rowie. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you, Tekkrr. It's just great to speak to you once again. As
it is
always.
a wonderful and energetic day.
Yeah, we've had loads of things going on. It's been really crazy. Lots of changes, lots of energies to have fun with and play with. We've got a few new members here with us today, so I thought I'd let them have the opportunity to be able to communicate with you and ask their questions for Hucolo and Girk Fitneer related. So I invite Ray, Michelle, and Barbara, and anybody else, please ask Tekkrr your questions.
Namaste to all.
That's you.
Continue.
Ray or Michelle?
Hi, Tekkrr. This is Michelle.
Hello, Michelle.
I haven't spoken with you, but I was with 𝗪𝗡𝗧 the other day, and we talked about Pleiadian DNA.
Yes.
And I was wondering if you had any information on that. I felt something really strange happen 2 nights ago. So.
Yes. You have Pleiadian DNA within you. You've asked for an upgrade on that DNA.
Okay.
So it is being infused, but not activated quite yet. We were going to speak to you first.
Okay.
But the infusion will happen, and it is good that it is there anyway, but because we know that what you're going to say about that. So we already know what your subconscious and your conscious mind are thinking, but we will still talk to you face to face at one time.
Okay. Additionally, Kim told me that I've been on the colonies teaching, and I have no idea about that, so I would like to hear about that a little bit.
Right now, you are on the health and fitness colony. In colony 2, you do like to teach about dietary and supplemental vitamins and things of that nature. You're very aware of these kinds of things.
So she mentioned colony 5 and humor.
Colony 5 is also the entertainment colony. You do have some abilities in that area as well.
I crack myself up all the time.
Yes, you do. You are actually part of some of those, as Rowie does. He speaks in comedy language as you do. But you also have an awareness of health and vitalization of the body. You keep yourself very healthy.
Yes. I was also interested, after hearing the hybrid children, I feel like I have something to offer in that arena, if you think that's appropriate.
Yes, you do. We will speak to you in private about that.
Thank you very much. Bless.
You are welcome. You will have wonderful hybrid children. I believe that your first one will be Pleiadian.
How did that happen?
Well, it hasn't happened yet, but I know that they will be wonderful.
Wow. Okay. Thanks. Blessings.
Blessings to you. You are in a great journey. You know that.
It's been wild.
Very good. Continue.
Ray, would you like to ask? Is your microphone working, Ray?
Thank you.
She's a long way in Australia.
Yes.
I think she's having a problem.
You say.
Shron, would you like... sorry, if Barbara, do you have anything you want to interact with?
Okay. Greetings to Tekkrr. Much love and blessings.
Greetings, Barbara.
I have recently submitted an application for DNA infusions.
Wonderful.
Have you been able to read it?
Yes,
and
we have
any
accepted
information?
all those that have submitted applications. You are healthy enough to be part of that, yes. We will be taking samples very shortly. We have many hundreds of people giving samples of DNA and wanting hybridization at this time. So it is with great honor I let you know that your first hybridization will be coming. What will you want? Which DNA would be best for you, do you think? We have a few ideas of our own. Arcturian is one. Sirian is one. We would like you to grow up a little more in a spiritual direction right now. You are third dimensional and very grounded, and we wanted you to have a taste of something a little higher.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you very much.
You are welcome. Just let us know what you prefer.
Perhaps I could make an appointment with James and talk with you about it.
That would be good.
All right. Thank you very much. I love you.
Much love. Many blessings to you.
That's all from me.
Namaste. It is time for us to go, is it not?
We are running.
Is there someone else with a question?
Yes.
Can I just ask a question?
Yes.
My
Hi,
name's
Tekkrr.
Raymond.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I'll let the one gentleman go first.
There is Vidyapa.
Well, thank you very much. Hi, Tekkrr, it's JD. I will just ask you if there are any messages for me.
One moment, please. With the pulsar coming, that you're going to be very energetic. Your energy levels will go up, and you're looking forward to this. Thank you for your faith in the ideas that you put across. I'm seeing that you are going to receive something very soon that you need. And that is all I will say for now. But the pulsar will be part of that answer.
Thank you. And one more question. Have I been to the human colony?
July 22nd.
July 22nd. And what did I do there?
Pardon me?
What were I doing on the colony?
Telepathy.
Okay, thank you very much, Tekkrr. Much love. I love you so much. Bye-bye.
I love you too. I'm
Tekkrr.
better now. Thank you.
Tekkrr, sorry to rush you through these
That is
last
all
few
right.
minutes. I do apologise. Ray has a question, and she can't talk on the microphone, so I'm going to relay it for her. Ray is in Melbourne, Australia.
Yes.
And she would like to ask that she had a dream on the 8th of August 2015 where she had some samples taken. She wants to know what race that was.
One moment, please. It was not Girk Fitneer, because we will not do that with your awareness and without your permission. One moment. 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗧𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗏. Ah. It was harmless. Although it was Zeta Grays, you do have some interesting traits that they like. And so they did just a blood sample for their library. Nothing more. They did not do any other tests or anything. They just required that you give them a blood sample for their library. Yokowata, Shindiobata.
There is another question from David Lauer. He would like to know what he's been doing on the colonies, and can't keep up with it all.
David, you are a good speaker. You went to the video libraries. They interviewed you because there were some things that are interesting about you, and that some information that you had that they wanted to get on a recording. Do you understand that?
Yes, thank you very much, Tekkrr. It's very interesting.
And also, you went to the telepathic colony as well, because you do have telepathy, and you are getting stronger at that. With the pulsar, you'll feel a great increase in your love. You have a good sense of how people are and who people are, but your love will increase for them. Sometimes you can look at people and be like, oh dear, but now you will feel a little bit more compassion and love for them.
That's great news. Thank you very much. I can
You're
feel
welcome.
that, yes.
Yes, I know you do. Yeah.
Is there anybody else who has questions for Tekkrr? Has to be?
Yeah.
Ah.
My name's Raymond.
Yeah.
And I've just been wondering, have they, as in Girk Fitneer, you guys know how to pronounce the name, have they been doing a hybrid with myself being unaware of it?
Oh. They would make you aware of it. We would make you aware of it. However, they do take some blood samples without people's awareness to put in the library to check and see if you're healthy enough for transport, astral travel, different things of this nature. But it's all harmless. So, and plus the fact that when you become a part of Girk Fitneer and human colony and the things of that nature, you have already given us permission for some of those little things, but nothing harmful. But yes, we would like to work with you in some hybridization if you would like that.
I'll think about it.
Yes, we knew that you were not yet ready, so we did not do anything. We just took the sample to check and see if you were able to do it. We know what the subconscious thinks.
Okay, 𝗪𝗓, are you able to answer?
Very good, thank you.
Thank you.
𝗪𝗓. There is no voice. If there is nothing else, I will leave now. They are needing me on the ship. But it was nice of you to invite me to come. I always enjoy my time with you.
Thank you, Tekkrr. There are more questions as always, so I invite people, they do have private conversations, to book a session with Jim, and you can speak to Tekkrr privately. I want to just send our honor, our love, our regards for you coming today and sharing with us once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Much love to you, Tekkrr.
Much love to all of you. Namaste.
Much love, Tekkrr.
Much love. Bye.
Utah. Hello.
Welcome back, Jim.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Jim.
Welcome back, Jimmy. Yay.
We're in high spirits.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
No, thank you. It's there was more than one today, I can tell. There was 3 today. Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Do you know who the first one was? Come on.
No.
Elvis.
Elvis?
You've done the king.
I know very little about Elvis. I never was a fan until I got older, until later in my life. So, and then some of his stuff I could appreciate after that. But when I was young, I liked the Beatles, and I thought Elvis was sort of passé. So, but I love Elvis now. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's great for me. The last time I got a tip, I played some Elvis, so he's a great guy for me.
Yes. So, yes, now I love Elvis too. So, but I used to sort of,
He was old-fashioned.
yeah, he was sort of old-fashioned to me.
Yeah, I love when he talks about his inspiration from the gospel. Because
Yeah.
there was a lot of artists back who got so much inspiration from the gospel. Ray Charles is another one.
Is that what he said? That he was inspired by the gospel? Yes, he was an interesting person. He was very interesting.
All right, so it's been a wonderful day. I mean, we have more questions. I'm sorry for people that didn't manage to get their questions in, or the mics didn't work at the right time. I don't know what was going on there. But as Juliana said it, he summed it up quite well at one point. If you didn't hear it or didn't interact, it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah. Very good.
Thank you all. We have a wonderful Wendy who's going to lead us out with a blessing. And then we're just going to finish up and wrap it up here.
Sounds good.
So I invite Wendy.
Good day, all. Thank you, Jen. That was such a magical, beautiful day. Thank you so much for bringing all those beautiful energies to us today. That was just magnificent. I really, really appreciated that. The Arcturian energy especially was just Just lovely. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Wendy.
Isataya laka sonanaku laka shama laki satoya. Malaka sataya malia si nanala kasho. Sotula kasala kasoya maliatura kapaya loaha. Nitilia situ malaka situlia kakosho. Makala solua maliakua kapaya lotuaha. Nitilia kasana na payala kasitu akashua. Sinilia kasaya palakura minanasua. Sitilia kasaha lakura. Natila kasama lasu. Su kuashamiaka tayalaka sitaha. Sina la kura kapala hasana. Akalakataya kapaya maliwatuku. Sitilia saha aha atumaha. Liki shura kasati. Sina halaka paya la riha. Sikiliatu. Maru kwasaka paya hamoloaha. Salaka payita. Lamaso yakalewa katitu. Maru alaria tia kasaha. Nikiliatami soha. Kamaya wala kitu kakapaliatuha. Shiki alakatitu wakapushu wakatina. Ikisi ataliatua pa. Paliata saya. Ali takeshana iwakoha. La krapataha lisia. Nitila kasa. Matia la nina na soa kashoa. Kiliata sami alaraha. Tomalia soha. Kipiala sinanita. Kapahala tura. Sinakila sianamahi. Mahala nita layata shrakita. Mekasyatoha. May you all walk in harmony.
Yes. Even though we may look small, we are all attached to the infinite light and love of the universe, of God the Creator. We may be small, but we are mighty in the fact that we have His energy to lean on. And He leans on us as well, in the sense that we are to spread the word and the love of His existence. I am here now today to tell you that love will never die, that light moves on throughout every perception, density, and dimension. I am here to show you that the eyes can only see so far, but the heart can reach out into a depth that cannot be perceived, and therefore we are godlike creatures. And let us now understand together that when we bring our energies to one place with one intention, that intention cannot help but be fulfilled, brightened, encouraged, and reignited in some cases. My heart is so full today as we move forward in the ascension, in the great light of understanding, in the moving forward, in the telepathic movement of hearts. Much love and harmony to all forever.
Beautiful.
Namaste.
Wonderful.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John.
Much love.
Well, thank you, Wendy.
Thank you, Wendy. Yes.
Your words
Thank you.
are always very welcome, and your expression is always a beautiful one that we appreciate. And so much thanks for everybody that contributes and all that you do. You're all so special. So I just want to give you that gratitude and thanks, and also to just quickly mention the people who are putting into action what was said in other webinars previous about the mirrors and crystals. Congratulations to the people that have taken it upon themselves to listen and put the actions into from the words, and we really look forward to hearing results if you care to share, and we may even do a special webinar for that, so you'll have a chance to share your experiences with the rest of the group, which will benefit us so much, and also yourself, hopefully too. So I just want to say a big thank you to Jim and everybody at his place.
Thank you. I would like to
Thank
mention
you
one
for
more
helping.
time. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to thank Roy for just being so awesome. Cute little bunny, love him.
Yes. Roey, you're awesome. And that just brings me to the other thing. If you want to give a donation, send a donation to Max so that we can help some of our volunteers just with a little donation every now and then. They work so hard and they expect nothing. And I just am so grateful to them. So if you want to send Max a donation to give to some of the people that work tirelessly, please, if that's something in your heart, please do that. So have a wonderful day. I love you all, and thank you for coming. Lunchtime.
Love you, Jim.
Thank you.
Love you, Jim. Thank you.
All right.
Much love. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
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 Thank you, everybody in the group. Thank you, everybody, for watching Hucolo TV on YouTube. The Human Colony can be located at www.humancolony.org. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Blessings to you, and see you next time.
Thanks, Dan.